Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is a 2022 film, and I heard it was a slasher, and it kind of is. It's more of a pseudo-slasher. It can be described as Euphoria meets Clue and Among Us, which is a really crazy concept. But we're focusing mainly on a lesbian couple named Bee and Sophie. Sophie is played by Amanda Stenberg. She is a rich girl who is taking her girlfriend over to David's mansion. They're all a bunch of rich jerks. Basically, the movie basically sets it up pretty quickly that they're all spoiled young adults that like to party, do coke every day, and they have organized a hurricane party. So they go over to David's mansion, and everyone's there, and everyone's sort of surprised because Sophie apparently wasn't supposed to show up, but she did. There's a lot of like emotional baggage, a lot of stuff that needs to be unpacked with all these different people. All these different people have a history, and it's like sort of like a weird tension bubbling above the surface. But after everyone has some shots and some drugs, they decide to play Bodies, 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 which is a game they like to play in which someone gets a piece of paper with an X on it and they are the murderer. And they turn off all the lights and they run around, and the murderer will tap someone on the shoulder, tell them that they're dead, and then they're allowed to kill one person per round. And then everyone turns the lights on, they go to the murdered person, and they basically have to try to speculate on who the killer is and vote out people. So it's basically like Among Us. However, tensions run high because they also like to throw in slapping people and shots in between rounds, and the game sort of takes a break until someone ends up dead. And then all hell breaks loose. So this movie has a lot of things going for it. First off, it's very fresh and unique, original. The plot, the story is very unique. It's almost like a melodrama mixed in with Clue. Pretty decent cast. I mean, no one's like a superstar, but I recognize like Lee Pace, Pete Davidson, Amanda Stenberg. There's a few breakout stars in there too, especially the one who plays the podcaster. She stole the show. Also, I didn't realize this at the time, but the Bee, the new girl, the commoner, the new girlfriend, she's Borat's daughter in the new Borat film, so she's a breakout star too. She's pretty good in this film as well, but the tensions run high. Really good music, cinematography, use of location, a lot of crooks and crannies. It's a really big mansion, but you basically, it's sort of like a satire of Euphoria. I've never seen the show, but it's basically about like spoiled, rich, jerky drug addicts all pointing fingers at each other as the paranoia sort of blows up and bubbles up. It's a lot of fun. The ride and the experience is great. Like the movie's also got a really nice sense of, it's laced with a nice dark humor, finger pointing, but also like grudges and like little things that people, they all hate each other basically, but they would never say that to each other's face. They're all fake people, but really like flesh and blood characters. I really like the character development. The only con is probably the ending. It's a little underwhelming, but overall I enjoyed the ride and the experience. That's what really matters. So I give Bodies, Bodies, Bodies a 6 out of 10.